Hello people, hello, wherever you're tuning in from. I want to make a video today on a lot of people keep coming to me with this same issue, just asking me questions through my social media like my Twitter, my Instagram, and sending in messages to my email also. And that's to address a problem that people go through whilst they're detoxing called fungus. And it's quite common, so don't get too worried. This will happen especially when you're in deep detox. You know, when the body is detoxing from everything and it's being drained and everything's being pulled, and you know, it can only come out of either two ways, and that's through your stools, the back end, or through your urine. Yeah, and these two areas need to be working efficiently to get rid of all of the excess mucus, bacteria, fungus, all that crap that needs to come out. Needs to come out one way or the other. Yeah, once it comes in, it needs to come out. But I just wanted to touch on ways to kind of counteract the fungus problems, but also ways to improve it as well. So why do we get fungus? Why do we get fungal problems whilst we're detoxing? The body is trying so hard to detox you when you're going through a stage of detoxification, and is struggling to get everything out. You know, you could have SIBO, which is a small intestine bacterial overgrowth. Okay, that's bacteria that shouldn't be in the gut, that is, and that will cause a tongue to go white, and that on its own will. But also you could have candida, you could have fungal problems that are deep rooted in the gut lining, and once you start taking like herbs, for example, or fruits, and you start pulling on this, and you start pulling all that crap out, or moving it along, it's going to come out one way or another. If it's not through the skin, or if it's not through your stools or your urine, it's going to be elsewhere. So I'm going to show you my tongue now, and what my tongue looks like. This is around midday now, so when I woke up this morning, it was white, full white coating. I could scrape it off. It was horrendous. It was disgusting, and it always is disgusting. I'll show you mine now, and then you can kind of get an idea of what it will look like during the day, like deep in a detox. Right, so this is my tongue now. Yeah, it's about midday, about 1-2 o'clock. Can you see all that crap? That is fungus. That's crap coming off. Well, the body's trying to excrete that, but it's coming out through your tongue. Yeah? And it's actually a great indication to know how healthy you are by the state of your tongue. And as you more and more you detox, the more and more you'll see this tongue heal. As you can see, I'll stick my tongue out again. The tongue is already starting to heal. The fungus is already starting to become less. Now you can see that the problem was the tongue actually heals from the outside in. So as you look at your tongue and you start seeing it getting redder again, that's a great indication that the fungus in the body is clearing up and it's healing. And that's what you want. But it takes a while to get there, guys. Yeah. And people, they come to me and they ask like, why have I got this problem? Why have I got this problem? Like, fungus is like just one problem on top of one problem on top of millions of problems that you're probably going to have going through a detox. It's probably the least of your worries. But it's nice to, knowledge is power, right? It's nice to know why it's happening so you don't get worried, so you empower yourself through this detox, so you feel more confident going forward. You know, and fungus is literally just a bacterial problem that's going on in the body, and as soon as you start detoxing, it will come out one way or another. You know, but I'm going to go on to some points later where you can actually start to heal this, like I'm doing now. You know, and I just wanted to touch on that first, on what it actually is. You know, so the majority of people that will experience fungal problems are the people with candida overgrowth, the people with bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. You know, all these people that are really struggling with gut issues, all these people that are really struggling to digest anything, people with like Crohn's disease, people with anything that's going on related to the gut are going to have fungal problems, because once the gut's compromised, that's it, guys. You know, you're in for a world of pain, because it makes a breeding ground for fungus. You know, there's two sides of chemistry: alkaline, acidic. You know, when the body is in ailment and you're struggling and everything's backed up with lymph stagnation, you know, acids and everything else, you know, that creates a breeding ground for bacteria, parasites, yeast. These problems can be healed, you know, and it's just going to happen whether you like it or not, guys, because when you start healing, it comes out one way or another, you know. So let's move on to a few action steps that we can take now, today, yeah, to start healing that. Alright, my number one tip, if you like, would be to drastically change your diet. Drastically. If you are eating meat, if you're eating dairy, if you're eating grains, if you're eating GMO, if you're eating gluten, if you're eating, you know, anything else like that, right, that's acidic to the body, you know, mucus forming, sugars. If you're the type of person who puts 4 sugars in your cup of tea, guys, you're creating a breeding ground for this problem. You're making your body acidic. You know, we need to get away from all those acidic types of foods. You know, your meats, your dairies, all of them. You need to just cut that out. I'm sorry if you love cheese, guys. I used to love cheese as well before I made my whole life different, you know, and I don't miss it one bit now. You know, I crave life-giving fruit, you know, life-giving vegetables that are going to nourish my body and heal me. But the transition's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. I've been eating crap my whole life. See it and eat it, literally. Literally. I'd just eat anything, and I'd always be drinking alcohol, so I'd always be hungover. Guess what that leads to? More shit food. McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut. You know, literally, I was probably the pinnacle of the most worst dieter you can imagine. But the only reason I was still thin is because I was in the army at the time, and I was running 2 fitness sessions a day. That's how I was keeping the weight off. Imagine if I wasn't. I'd be seriously overweight, and like my health is now paying for it. You know, I had such bad habits. I was always hungover. You know, like I drank excessive alcohol. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not a borderline alcoholic at the time. I was a highly functioning alcoholic. I know for a fact I was. You know, I was out every single night drinking. I just didn't care. I was doing serious abuse to my kidneys, serious abuse to my liver, serious abuse to my overall health, my mental health, you know, and that on top of my diet, it was just horrendous. And that as well on top of high stress job, high stress fitness. I was abusing my body through fitness, not understanding it at all. I was going out and doing 2 fitness sessions a day, you know, like a 10-mile run in the morning and getting in and doing circuits in the afternoon, you know, and then going and eating loads of meat, loads of dairy in the like to nourish my body. But at the time, I was uneducated. I didn't know any different, guys. I thought, oh yeah, this is what I had to do. not understanding what I was actually doing to my body. I was destroying it. I was absolutely destroying it. You know, and it's evident now because I've got all sorts of problems. You know, and so that's my first tip, guys. You need to get away from those foods. They really are killing us. I promise you, they're killing us. But if you're somebody who's already made changes like that, you've already started incorporating more fruits into your diet, more vegetables into your diet, that's fantastic. Yeah. But if you're somebody who can't give up their bacon sarnie in the morning, you really need to take a look in hard on yourself and say this to yourself: do I really want to heal? Do I really want to get better? If you're sitting here now with me, listening to me talk to you, then you've obviously clicked on this video because you're ailing, you're in pain like me, constantly. You know, you're looking for that magic pill, you know, and you're looking for a way out. I'm telling you guys, the first step to the way out is to get rid of all that food. Get rid of, just forget about that eating habit. Forget about everything you've been taught your whole life. I have to eat meat for protein. I have to eat meat for carbs. I have to eat meat for fats. I have to eat meat to survive. I have to eat dairy, milk. Guys, you can survive on fruits and vegetables, I promise you, and you will thrive and you will flourish. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Alright? But we need to start creating, you know, little steps so we can, you know, heal and get and push ourselves in the right direction. You know, planting those seeds, you know, for success. You know, little seeds, don't go huge, especially when you're just first starting this. You can't go huge, you can't. You need to take it slow and take it day by day. But trust me guys, you can do it because I've done it. I promise you. I used to be in London going to the restaurants that were serving platters of meat like this. And I was eating it all until I laid there like that. Oh, I can't move. I can't move. Who wants to feel like that after food? I was oblivious. I was just oblivious, guys. I really was. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, like, if you're feeling like that after food, you know, you didn't eat your food ate you. Literally. Literally. But, yeah, so guys, I invite you to start eating more fruits and more vegetables and getting away from all that mucus forming acidic food. Yeah, and if you've got any questions about that, you know, with the fruits, I mean, you know, just leave a comment below, and I promise you I'll reply to you as soon as I can with whatever it is the question is about. But whether that be what type of fruits to eat, how to juice, how to make smoothies, write it. I've got you covered. Because I fucking love you, that's why. And I want you to get better, and I want you to heal, just like I'm doing now. This is why I'm doing this channel. Yeah, I'm documenting my journey for you guys, so you can see a raw, authentic, what it's like to regeneratively detox your body. I promise you guys, it's not linear, it's not pretty, but we'll get there. You know, and then we're going to be so thankful we did. But that moves me on to the second point, guys. The second point, okay? And that's incorporating life-giving herbs that God has put on this earth for us to eat. Sorry about that, guys. My camera died, so I had to move into my room and recharge my camera. Alright, so what we were talking about, we're talking about herbs, the next one. The next point, if you like. So I'm just going to name a few herbs now, and then you can take from that what you will. But herbs have been pivotal in my journey to getting a little bit better than what I was, you know, 7 7 weeks previous. I do highly recommend you getting some kind of herbal formulas, because they will really, really help pull, you know, and take all of that bacteria, all of that fungus out of the body. But we need to understand where it originates from. And I've said it before, it starts with the gut. We need to heal the gut before we look at anything else. And these herbs will directly support the gut, directly heal the gut, and support the lining and treat that problem. So if you've got candida overgrowth, if you've got bacterial overgrowth, if you've got SIBO, if you've got any sort of like gastrointestinal tract problem, these herbs will go in and they'll fix that. And that's incredible if you think about it, really. You know, these people are going to the doctors and they're getting pills that are causing acidosis, which is our problem anyway, but they're going to the doctors and getting more pills that are causing the problem that you're trying to heal. It's not the way to go. Okay, so the first one I'm going to mention is stomach and bowel tonic. These are from Dr. Morse's website, and I highly recommend these because this is what will launch you off the start line to healing your intestines, your colon, and everything else that goes in there, you know. But yeah, this is what they look like. Okay, so I'm just going to read some of the herbs, unless you want to, in case you want to individually go and actually search these herbs. So you've got Cascara Sagrada bark. Bear with me, because I've got a horrendous southern accent and I don't know how to pronounce half of these. Cape aloe vera leaf. Well, we know that aloe vera leaf is incredible for healing. It's one of the most potent digestive tract healers, so that's amazing that it's in there. Slippery elm bark, gentian root, wild yam root, plantain leaf, fennel seed and ginger root. I've been taking them for 2 months now and my digestion is incredible compared to where it was. Honestly, they're amazing, guys, and I would highly recommend you purchase some if you're struggling with digestive problems, IBS, you know, anything like that too. Anything to do with the digestive system, you know, that gut. This is where you start on herbs and the fruits, of course. Alright, so once you've been on them for like a month, 2 months, I would highly recommend you then move on to a GI broom. Again, you've got to be really careful with these because they are so strong. They are probably the strongest lymphatic puller I've ever tried, I've ever been on. Honestly, I'll take 6 of these in the morning, 6 of these before I go to bed, and honestly, like when I take them in the morning, my head's spinning, you know, literally, and I'm just like, oh man, I need to. Sometimes I need to just jump back in bed and, you know, sleep it off. But these are potent, guys, and I wouldn't just jump straight into GI broom. You need to do a lot of healing here first, a lot of healing. But once that's done, you can easily move into these, and then you can really start moving some crap from your digestive tract, you know, because this fungal problem, this fungal problem is coming from there mainly, you know. Okay, so let's talk about what's inside these. So we've got Psyllium husk powder, chickweed herb, again Cascara sagrada bark, plantain leaf, slippery elm bark, marshmallow root, fenugreek seed, white oak bark, Irish moss, which is incredible for healing, and it's got like Irish sea moss has got like 100 and something of the nutrients that the body needs. It's incredibly healing. Bayberry root, mullein leaf, bentonite clay, which is really going to start pulling on this, activated charcoal, ginger root, aloe vera, again potent, and then cinnamon and acarilla cherry powder. They are incredible, guys. You know, and as soon as you start taking them, make sure you're at home, because you're going to need to be going to the toilet regularly, because they are pulling everything. But you know, if you're like me and you're eating meat, you're eating dairy, especially for the digestion. If you're eating grains, gluten, all that acidic, mucus-forming, inflammatory food, what will happen is it will go into the body, especially the digestive tract, and it will cause mucoid plaque to block up the walls of the intestines. Okay. And what that will do is it will just stick to the walls of the intestines, and then when the food comes in, all your nutrients can't get through. It can't diffuse into the blood, and so the blood can take the nutrients, because there's mucoid plaque blocking it, literally like a wall. You know, that's why you get people that are going on this journey that lose tons of weight like that, because they're juicing, getting the nutrients, but they're malnourished because they have mucoid plaque all along their intestines from acidic foods. And again, it's a breeding ground for fungus and bacteria, you know, because that's where they want to live, on these areas, you know. But this GI Room and this stomach and bowel capsules will pull that lymph, will pull that mucoid plaque out, and you're gonna know, babe, trust me, because your ass is gonna sting when that comes out. I promise you. It ain't nice, and it don't smell nice either. You're gonna know about it, trust me. It's gonna happen. You know, like it or not. You know, you just need to prepare for it. But I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I've had to use some oils just to kind of, you know, let things slide out there easier, because man, it's been hurting. It's been hurting a lot. But let's get on to the bread and butter of how we're going to start really getting rid of this fungus and getting rid of all these bacteria and viruses and everything else. Alright, and that is the Parasite M and Parasite G. Yeah? Again, these are by Dr. Morse. Guys, these are going to be incredible for going into the body and killing off candida, viruses, bacteria, microorganisms, you know, all that disgusting crap that the body is really struggling with. These tinctures are going to go in there and they're going to aid to heal that. Bear in mind though, when you first start them, you could get lots of flare-ups like I did. I had tons of flare-ups. I had mouth ulcers all in my mouth. I couldn't even chew, I couldn't eat. You know, like I was so worried because my whole mouth was just blotched with mouth ulcers, and I was just thinking, what is going on? I thought I was supposed to be healing. You know, I was in a proper healing crisis, and it was scary. And then I mean, I've had problems with like under my armpits, smelling. I've had problems like down there, as we spoke about earlier. You know, and I've had problems with my tongue, and you know, and it's just part of the process. You need to stay on these formulas until it's gone. You know, these are there to go in and grab hold of whatever it is that's ailing you and just rip it out, and you're either going to excrete it through your stools or through your urine or through the body when you sweat. You know, because that is your third kidney at the end of the day. Your skin is your third kidney. If you're not sweating every day, then you've got a problem. You need to get in a sauna, start sweating, and get that lymph moving through the skin. But yes, guys, I'm going to read out a few of these incredible ingredients. They're absolutely potent, so take note of a few of them. You know, even if you can go online onto a website and get just one of these or two of these herbs, start incorporating them into your daily life, you're going to see huge differences, especially to that tongue when it starts going back to a nice pink pigment, you know, and it looks healthy instead of looking white as me. Alright, so it's got puraka bark, black walnut hull, cat's claw bark, golden seal root, usnea lichen, olive leaf extract, thyme leaf, butternut bark and barberry root. That's for the parasite M microorganism. Yeah, that one's gonna really pull on, you know, the smallest, tiniest of bacteria and fungus. And then you've got the parasite G, which is the general one, and that's got wormwood herb, black walnut, puraka bark, parsley root and leaf American worm seed, cat's claw bark, clove bud, barberry root, tansy herb, fennel seed, cascara sagrada bark and cape aloe vera leaf. See, there's a lot of herbs in that one tincture. That's incredible. These are going to be your best friends, guys, if you're really struggling with fungal issues. Yeah, that on top of healing your gut with these two. And then you're on the way to a winner. You know, it's just riding the waves along the way, because they're going to be coming, and they're going to be coming hard, fast and aggressive, you know, and you just need to be able to deal with them when it happens. But yeah, so let's have a recap then. We spoke about herbs and we spoke about what fruits to eat. Yeah, these are two changes that you can make today. Yeah, and you know, you can go out and you can buy some fruit, buy some veg, start juicing, start using your smoothie maker, you know, or just eating the fruits, snacking on the fruits. Stop snacking on chocolate, stop snacking on sugar, stop snacking on meat. Get rid of all that mucus forming crap out of your life and bring in everything else that is going to promote health and get you well. And that is all I've got to say on fungus. But guys, don't be worried about it. It will go, I promise you. It will leave the body and then you haven't got to worry about it again. You know, but it's just, like I said, it's riding them waves, it's healing the root cause before, because this is just a symptom of what's going on inside here. Get the internal clean, yeah, and then the external will show that you're clean. Alright? Alright, I'm going to leave it there until the next video, guys. If you've got any questions, pop it down in the comments and I promise you I'll reply straight away. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Take care.